Welcome to Daisha Presents. Happy New Year, you guys. Now, for those of you that are new to the show, every week I like to touch base with beneficial people, also with beneficial topics that can help make your life a better one. So since it is the new year, of course, a lot of our New Year's resolution was staying in shape. So my guest today is one of LA's top trainers, and her name is Mercedes Mccoy. So we're going to meet her today and see how she got to where she is, and also what her journey was like on the way to success. So Mercedes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Daisha.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's been way too long. Yes, Mercedes is actually one of my trainers, so she helps me keep my body right and keeps my mind right, and also my eating habits. Thank you. Yeah, thanks to you. So yes, I was excited to, sit down and catch up with you and also let the world know a little bit more, because you guys don't know, Mercedes is a very private person. So this is one of her first interviews, and, we're going to try to get her to open up a little bit and see, what her story was like. So again, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, for those who don't know you, you are one of LA's top female trainers here. So, and you were born and raised here?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Born and raised in the Valley.
In the Valley? Okay. So,
in the Valley, girl.
So tell us how you got into fitness, and did you grow up an athlete, or was it something that you took serious once you became an adult?
So I ran track for 15 years in my life, all my life.
Oh, you were in track?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, okay.
And then, as we become adults, we party more, live more, gain more weight, that adult weight. And it hit me hard.
Yeah.
And by the time I realized it was too late. So I just went back into what I learned in track every day until I lost all my weight.
Okay. So being in track is kind of what helped you get more into just introducing to you into fitness and everything.
Yeah. It made me feel more confident in the gym, going inside the gym, knowing what machines are for, what exercises are for. I just applied it.
Nice. Yes. Okay. So what would you say it was that kept you motivated in your life and actually made you want to take fitness to the next level?
What kept me motivated?
Like, would you say that it was you starting to run track that made you just want to go be like a fitness trainer? What would you say made you want to just take this professionally?
Me personally, when I gained weight, I've never been big, and that was my first time. It formed depression, anxiety, and I was tired of being sad, honestly, really. I was really tired of being sad and just wanted to get back to myself. So I got back to myself.
So when would you say that you knew that you were good at training others to where, like, now people are starting to pay you to make them look good?
When I look good.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror, I said, oh, this is it. You see me?
Yeah. So you would say a lot of people would compliment you on your body, and you would... Yeah, you want to stand up for us and let her. Those who haven't seen her, I mean, she's really fit.
Y'all.
She's really fit.
I have a workout clothes.
Yes, but yeah, she's really fit. So the glutes, everything. Yes, it's given. It's given.
Daisha looks amazing, you guys.
Yeah, thanks to her. Now, speaking of you were, bigger. Many people would not believe that you used to be 261 pounds.
Correct.
I didn't even believe it. So tell us what that experience was like actually living in that body, and also what would you say contributed to that weight? Would you say it was like your eating habits, or would you say just not being as active as you are now?
So all my life, I've always had an amazing body. I was known for that.
Yeah.
For the first time, I felt hot, sweaty, because I was bigger. And I didn't like how uncomfortable I felt sitting there. I felt it's like an overload. Like, it's not supposed to be here. I would be doing stuff and stuff would be hitting stuff. And I was just like, it's not it. And then, honestly, my grandma Carrie, when I went to her house, she said, girl, you're getting big. I was like, oh my God, that's why nobody comes here.
Yeah.
God, you're so mean. But it woke me up.
Yeah.
I'm about to go work out.
Yeah. And sometimes just some people giving us that reality check and telling us the truth is like, wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't even catch this, but you caught it before it really got out of hand.
260's out of hand. It was about 400 hands in there.
Yeah. So you was like, this is like the ending. Like, I can't get any bigger than this.
Yeah, then at the time, the profession that I was in at that time, my body was my card, was my business card. And once I gained all that weight, it changed everything. Made it harder for me to pay my bills. Made it harder for me to take care of my grandmother. So all that, when I was working out, it was just like, I gotta get back right. Like I gotta do this because I don't got no one else to depend on but myself.
So how would you say you got rid of that weight, and how long would you say it took you to get to this amazing size that you are now?
So to get rid of the weight, it took about 6 months to a year. I would say within 6 months, I was back to my size. But a year of toning it and getting it solid.
Yeah.
And to where I'm at now, I would say about 3 years, because I lost all my weight. I wanted to build back up to get thick. Yeah. But in a healthy way.
Right.
You know?
So what were you doing in the gym? Was you doing like cardio every single day?
Every single day.
So a lot of running on the treadmill, lifting weights, just everything.
So, I was kind of heavy. I couldn't run yet. But I was walking, bitch.
Yeah, but
I was walking for like 10 minutes, in turns of 20 minutes, and in turns of 30 minutes, in turns of 40, then the Stairmaster, then running, then classes. Next thing you know, it was just peeling off of me. And I loved it because that's what I do with my pain, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to feel it. So for me, I just like to be in the gym because it gives me time, like therapy.
Yeah. So and it's a big stress reliever. Yeah. It is a stress reliever.
I became more positive. I started to like myself more, you know, learn more about myself. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So did you tell us like what your eating habits were like when you were trying to switch weight? Like, was it, you did a lot of like turkey substitution you were saying, or what was it, like a lot of fish, seafood?
So ground turkey, spinach and avocado was my go-to for about 6 months every meal. Okay. I might slip up, you know, here and there, have some chicken, have some shrimp, have some white fish, but that was the base. And about 4 ounces of protein every meal, which is very little, but I was tricking my body to think it was full. Wow. So it's come down a little bit. Yeah.
And protein is a really big meal replacement.
Yes. People don't get that.
Yeah. So definitely try out your protein. Find the protein that works for you.
Agree.
Yeah. Okay. So also, Mercedes is the owner of Delax Fit. So tell us where that name originally came from and what your brand represents.
Awesome. So Delax Fit came from Diamond LAX. That used to be my former name. Okay. Okay. Oh. And it was so big that I didn't want to throw it away. I feel like that was a lot of my hard work making a brand. And I was no longer in that world, but I'm in a different world. So instead of calling it Diamond LAX, call it Delax Fit because I'm now fixed. I'm now fit. So that's where that came from.
Yeah, I love the name.
And Delax Fit stands for empowerment. Like, feel confident. Stand in your own skin. Stand on what you believe in. Stand on all 10 at all times. And don't give up and keep going and worry about yourself. Yeah. Don't worry about the next. We can't control that. Yeah. So for me, that's what I stand on. That's what I believe. And then when I'm in the gym, that's all I care about. How women come into the gym and they're insecure about, I don't know how to use that machine. I don't know this. I don't care what nobody think. I'm gonna do this machine until I figure it the fuck out. Right. And that's for me. That's Delax Fit. Keep going.
Keep going. Nice. I love that. Now, speaking of the name Diamond, Mercedes is full of surprises. A lot of people didn't know. I mean, she has many sides. Of course, she's a Gemini. It makes sense now. So a lot of people didn't know that you actually used to be an exotic dancer. That's part of the reason why your body is so nice. So tell us what that experience was like and how did you get out of that lifestyle? Like what made you want to just end it?
So a lot of people like to look at exotic dancing, stripping is negative. It saved me. I was homeless. I didn't have nothing. And I didn't have nobody. I just, you know, I did what I had to do to get by and met the right people I need to meet. So when it's time for me to leave, I can do what I need to do, which is what I did. Yeah. And there's a lot of strippers out there that, for example, there's strippers out there that were much older than me. And I would look at them and be like, yo, like, you didn't want more than this? Like, why are you still here? Right. And, you know, after night of seeing that and looking at that, it was just like, yo, that cannot be me.
Yeah.
Like, this can't be me.
Mm-hmm.
This can't.
Like, I got to get out of this world.
I'm about to be a bartender next.
Yeah. You're like, there's something bigger than me than just this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how I got out of it. It was just, I knew it wasn't for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing in there. Like, nothing excited me. Not enough. It wasn't even enough money in there to excite me no more.
Mm.
So I knew I had to make an exit strategy.
Yeah.
I knew I ran track for 15 years. I knew what I was doing in that. I knew I lost my weight. And that's all I really had to work with. So that's what I worked with. It was like, okay.
Right.
Let's build body goals now.
Nice. Now, a lot of people also want to know that you were a bodybuilder at one point.
Correct.
So tell us what that experience was like competing and everything,
Right.
and what actually stopped you from going in that direction, because I know that's a whole nother world.
Okay. So.
And you could be completely honest with us.
Oh, no. Oh, Daisha. So, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was exhausting.
Yeah.
It was like same meal for 6 months, same training for 6 months, day in and day out, same gym, same people, same routine, same everything.
Wow.
Then you become depleted. And a lot of people don't understand. That's why I respect bodybuilders, because what they go through is more mental than physical.
Mm-hmm.
You reach depression. Imagine not eating carbs for like 2 months, 3 months.
Wow.
Imagine not having a carb.
Yeah. So it was a whole nother world. It was just too much. Like, they were really strict on like what you eat and like what you do and everything. Now, did you compete with other women?
So I competed in my first and only bodybuilding show for wellness, and I took second place, which shocked me.
Wow.
And I blacked out right after.
Why? Was that because of lack of like your eating habits, or what made you black out?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. Was it overwhelming? Too much like pressure, or?
Lack of knowledge. Like, I feel like I had a coach,
Mm-hmm.
and he could have prevented that from happening, and he let it happen, and it just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. So part of me, for bodybuilding, it was like, it's bittersweet. It was like, it was great. I went through the trenches. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I took second place in my first show, which is rare, qualifying for nationals. On my first show, it was, challenging.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the celebration,
Mm-hmm.
which sucks,
Yeah.
So it makes me scared to do that again.
Because you're saying you feel like that even if you get to the top, do you still have another level to keep going to? Like, you don't feel like that you were at that level yet. Is that what you were saying? Mm-hmm. Or like you're saying even getting second, you said you won first or second place? First.
I took second.
So you're saying even getting second place, you didn't feel like you were at a high level? Because that's competing against many other people. That's pretty good, your first show.
It felt great, but what if you can't remember it?
Wow. Yeah.
You went through a whole month of all this shit. We wake up, you don't know what happened.
Mm.
And you put your hands in other people. You put your life in other people's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say, before we move to the next question, contribute to you not remembering it?
That's his cake. Daisha hitting them topics.
Well, I mean, I'm curious to know, because it's like I watched a couple of bodybuilding shows, and that is a lot of pressure that you guys go through. So I see why you did kind of move out of that direction, and no offense to people who are going there, but it's a lot, and for you actually bringing us into that world, I didn't know you guys have to eat the same thing every day. It's a lot of pressure.
You gotta take supplements. You gotta take things that make your body cramp.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take things that make your hands cramp.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine lifting weights and your hands is locking, and it's all just for metal. I've been getting medals all my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just felt like I was in the gym for so long, working out those 3 years. And I reached my body goal, and I got bored. Mm-hmm. So now I was like, oh, let me try this. Mm-hmm. Let me see this. I see those girls that are doing bodybuilding for wellness.
Yeah.
You're not really fucking with me.
Uh-huh.
That's why I took second place, first show.
Yeah.
It's really the truth. It sucks to say, but it's really the truth.
Yeah.
But I had a coach at the time that how we celebrated after caused me to black out. So imagine being blackout walking down Vegas. You've been to Vegas.
Yeah.
And you by yourself.
Wow.
So it just put a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I don't really want to go back down that. I don't even talk about this day. This is the first time I talk about this day with details.
Mm-hmm.
It just was a bad memory for me.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't want to do it, Daisha. It's just, I got to have the right people around me next time I do that. If I put my body through that depletion, if I put my mind through that mental fuck, I have to feel like you got my back.
Right.
You know, even
exactly.
if I am whatever.
Yeah.
Be like, no, I got Mercedes. She good.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, you don't feel like you had trustworthy people around you after that.
Imagine being like 106 degrees, you haven't ate, and now you just drank alcohol, and now you blacked out and you walking down the strip by yourself. And your team is at the table eating.
Yeah.
Where's my team? Why y'all not checking on me?
Right.
So I never talked about it because I'm not trying to bash nobody. But that's what happened.
That was your stopping point to where I'm done with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us because, again, like I said, this girl is full of surprises. So we're going to go towards our next question. There's a lot of people out here who want to be entrepreneurs or, want to take training to the next level like you did. You have your classes, you have a big following. You're good at which you literally have changed people's lives for the better. That's how I want to bring her on. So if you could leave any future entrepreneurs out there or future trainers with any piece of advice, what would you say?
Don't stop. Don't be scared. Don't live in what ifs. Mm-hmm. Just do that shit. Kill it. And if you're not killing it, keep going till you kill it. Mm-hmm. And you have no choice but to win or succeed. I can't lose, Daisha, if I don't stop.
Yeah. So it's a mindset thing.
It's a mindset all the way. You can do anything you want, really. The truth is, if we wanted to be in space, we really could. I don't know how we're going to get there, Daisha. We're going to get there.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So, yeah, that's true. That's
true. Keep going. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. When no one believes in you, that's the biggest time to believe in yourself.
Yeah, just keep going. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, it's okay to stand alone.
It's okay to stand alone.
It's okay.
Right. Sometimes it's lonely at the top, but
it's lonely at the top.
But the people that's meant to be there at the top with you, they will be.
Hey, Daisha.
Right. Okay, cool. So tell us, Mercedes, what can we expect next from DLAX Fit? Because the brand is growing, it's popping. I'm excited to get more in shape, and what can we expect?
I'm excited to see you in a bikini this summer.
Yeah, I mean, this girl has changed my eating habits. I mean, we doing more squats, more leg work, getting my arms down. Like I'm excited.
I don't know
too.
She's talking about getting her arms down, guys. You see her. I don't know what she's talking. It's like a delusion. She looks amazing. You look amazing. Okay.
Thank you. We all have like personal things we want to work on, right. But like I said, she's good at boosting that confidence and getting all you ladies right. So tell us, what can we expect this year?
This year, expect power, baby. That's all I'm going to say. Expect some powerful shit. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say. I can't really talk about it because, that's how people take your dreams.
Right. So she got a lot of stuff coming. And like I said, she does have a workout class here in Los Angeles that's really, really good for men and women, especially for the glutes. So I'm going to attach all of Mercedes' information at the bottom of the screen along with her personal training prices. So if you guys want to work out with her one-on-one, you could do that as well. But before you leave us today, tell everybody where is the best place to reach you.
The best place to reach me is dlaxfit@gmail.com, or you can go to dlaxfit.com and message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Nice. So like I said, I'll attach all her information at the bottom of the screen. And that wraps it up today for Daisha Breelove Presents, and I will see you next week.